Hey everybody, Marianne Hauk here. Have you ever had a situation where you just have to laugh at yourself because you've done something so stupid that you can't believe that you actually did it, and it's just the stupidest thing. But um, last night we had we've been working on our story blog posts that Vincent has asked us to do, and we've had a couple weeks now, or 2 or 3 weeks. I'm not sure how long it's been, but he kept um, pushing back the deadline because people were working on it, and there was other things we needed to know, and they had him and Clifton had a webinar last Monday night to show us how to actually do a really good blog post. So then he extended it a week. So last night it was due at midnight. So as I'm working on mine, I had already written it, but I had to add videos and pictures and stuff before I sent it off. So at about, and I was planning on getting it in by midnight because I started working. Well, I worked on it over the week, but last night I think it was like 9 o'clock or something. I sat down just to work on that after I had done other stuff. Um, so as I'm working on it, I'm, checking the formatting. I'm doing a bunch of stuff to it, um, and just making it look pretty. So I'm thinking, okay, I watched the Clifton's video where he explained how to export it, how to do, we had to put in a new category called inner circle. So I knew how to do it, and it wasn't that hard. So last night I'm going, okay, so here's my post. Now let's see. So this is my ILN blog. Um, One of them actually. We have my computer's slow. So this is my story post here that I uh, turned in last night. It's going to be on all the new Island or GRM blogs, actually, Island blogs, I guess. Um, so this is how I started. So it's 23 over 2,300 words, and I have pictures and everything in there. Um, so I'm working on this, and I'm like, okay, so now I have to go over here, and I added new category like Clifton showed us, and I put inner circle, so it shows up in this list here. So I went over here, and I'm previewing it, and I'm doing all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, this should be easy. I'll be done, an hour at the most, right? So I can get to bed by 1. I had to get up at before 7 because my daughter had an 8 o'clock soccer game this morning. So I'm like, okay, if I get to bed by 1, I should be in good shape. Um, so I'm sitting here doing this. So all of a sudden, you have to come over here um, and go under settings and go under export, and then you hit post because I'm only doing that one particular post. I'm not doing all content. Actually, I've done this before because what I did was transferred all my posts from my older blog into this new blog. So you hit all content for that one. But in this particular case, I just wanted that one post to export that one onto my hard drive, actually, is what I did. So I went in here, and then you hit category, and you pick the post that you want, or from the category. Now you're supposed to only have one in the inner circle, but inner circle wasn't showing up. So I'm like, what the heck? I added the new category, but it was not coming in here. So I go back out, and I'm going back and forth on this for, I don't know, too long. So I go over to Facebook, and I post a message on our island. I'm not gonna be able to find it right now, but I posted a message to everybody. And like I said, this was about probably 1 o'clock now. So I post a message on our group, thinking somebody's got to be up, right? Because it's all over the world. So I'm posting a message saying, "Hey guys, I need help. I'm trying to export my video on my story post so I can email it to Heather, and it's not, the inner circle category is not coming up in the drop down menu. What's going on?" So that was a few minutes. It was sat on Facebook, and I didn't hear anything for just a few minutes. So I go in and private message my friend Richard, who lives in California as well, and we're always on late at night at the same time because we're on the same time zone. So I emailed him, or I messaged him, and I said, "Are you up? Or, I'm trying to do this and this, and I can't figure this out. Have you done this yet? Blah blah blah." So he hadn't done his yet. So he suggested I get in touch with Ronnie, and I wasn't sure what Ronnie's last name was, so I couldn't really look him up. So it was here. I didn't know how to pronounce that. Sorry, Ronnie. um, so I wasn't a friend of his yet on here, So I went into his page, I friend requested him, and then I posted on the group and I said, "Are you up?" And that kind of just kind of LOL, because I wasn't sure who was up or not. So I'm going back and forth on this, and I get an answer from him. A few minutes later, he accepts my friend request, and then he writes, and then he goes, "Give me a few minutes, I'll make a video for you." Now, granted, we've never spoke or chatted, but because he knew the answer to what I was trying to find, he was going to make a video for me just to show me what I was asking. And if I didn't know how to do it, I'm sure maybe someone else had a question too. And actually, I was private messaging Angie as well, because she was in the middle of the same project that I was, but she wasn't at the export phase yet, so she hadn't gotten there yet, so she couldn't answer my question, but she was still uploading her video and stuff like that. So we were going back and forth on the same thing. And I knew it was in Clifton's video from a week ago. And for some reason, I don't know if it was late, I just could not get into my head like, oh, maybe I should check Vince's YouTube channel or Clifton's YouTube channel, which I subscribe to both of them, and it's on there, right? So Richard writes back and says, check their YouTube channel. I'm like, oh my God, why did I think of that, right? So I go into YouTube, and lo and behold, here's the video. So then it was like, almost 2 hours long. So I had to kind of find where he talked about exporting and all that. I found it at 1 hour and 6 minutes, I think it was. I wrote it down in case I forgot. And I watched this whole webinar. I had to watch the replay because I couldn't watch it live, but I have to watch stuff, like especially this kind of stuff, several times before it actually sticks in my head. And then I have to actually do it for it to stick in my head, because I don't remember things very well. So I found where it was. I watched him explain it. So then I go back, and as I'm listening to him explain it, I go back into my post, and I'm like, it just like this, brick fell on my head. I didn't publish the post. I almost fell off my chair, because I'm like, how stupid is that? I'm freaking out because I can't find the inner circle thing, the category in here. I didn't click on publish on my post that whole time. So I'm like, oh my God. So once I clicked publish, I go back into settings and export, I hit post, and what do you know, it's there. So that was all I had to do that entire time to get that done. It took literally 2 hours of going back and forth to figure that out. So I had to laugh, because either that or I would have cried. So it was one or the other. I literally could not see straight when I was done with this last night. My eyes hurt so bad, and I was just like delirious by this time. So I ended up downloading it, saving it to my desktop, was able to email it over to Heather and get that done. I went to bed. It was like 3 o'clock. I fell asleep. It was like quarter till, I think, when I hit the pillow, and I was out. It was nuts. But anyway, I got it done, and I was bound to do it last night. I was not going to bed until I could figure that damn thing out, because it was really frustrating me. I knew it was just something stupid that I wasn't doing. So anyway, that's my story for today. And sometimes we just, it's one stupid little thing that you cannot, I just forgot to click publish. I mean, how easy is that? I do it every night on my blog. I preview my post, then I publish it once I like it. And it's so simple. But yet on this one, I forgot to do that. And that's why the category wasn't showing up. So anyway, I hope everybody had a great day, and we'll talk soon. Thanks. Bye.